Hallelujah. All right. This ain't the same move. This ain't the same move.
One time, say, elelele, elelele, egbegbe, 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 ayibeo. Okay, so you must say, come on, can you feel it? Say, can you feel it? Yeah, no. Can you feel it? Say, one time, can you feel it? Say, hold on, come on. 1, 2, jump to that. 2, 3, 4, 5, go.
Isaiah 4:1. And 7 women shall take a hold of one man in that day, saying, we will eat of our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by your name. Take away our reproach. Isaiah 4:1 is describing, because it's descriptive, the social imbalance caused by the judgment or caused by that judgment. All right. The verse is saying, due to war, many men died. The women were competing for the few surviving men so that the shame of being unmarried wouldn't overtake the community. We know in Israelite culture that it is people looking at you like some, like in today's time being single. Oh, that's fly. Everybody. I'm independent. Everybody want to be Beyonce. Everybody want to be single ladies and Beyonce. Be all this other stuff. I don't need nobody culture. Well, that's not Israelite culture. Folks looking at you sideways like you ain't married yet. What's going on? Something wrong with you? So we see the situation even taking place when it came down to what's her name? Absalom's sister.
Tamar.
Yeah, Tamar. When she's lost her virginity, that was an issue. She was like, oh man, I done lost, the man, ain't no man gonna want me. Ain't no man gonna want me now. So let's move on. Why the women offer themselves to support themselves? Notice the women say, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. In ancient Israel, a husband was responsible to provide. In Exodus 21:10, look what it says. If he takes another wife to himself, he shall not diminish her food. Now, yesterday, I'm a little calm today. I was kind of fired up in service yesterday, y'all. Those of y'all that was there, y'all know. I was fired up. I'm going to try to be calm today. Try to get through this. I want to be as professorial as possible today and not, go on a rant. But look what it says here. In verse 11, if he does not do these 3 things for her, she shall go out for nothing without payment of money. The women are basically saying, we won't require provision. We just want your name. I don't like you like that. Let me bring it up to modern day. Fellas, let me talk to you for a second. You ever had a situation where there was a woman that you liked, but she ain't like you like that, but she liked the things that you had, or she wanted what you had? If you had drove a nice car, I'm only with you because I don't know, I'm only kicking it with you and spending time with you because I like to drive in that ride in that nice car you got. Or hey, you was a paymaster. You was the type of brother that was loose with his cash. You trying to push up and take it further. She keeping you at bay. Why? Because she don't want you. She just wants your name. So in this case, the woman like, hey, we don't need you to do nothing for us. We just want to be able to say we got a husband. We don't want to be a part of the scarce community. So the context is war and judgment. Okay? So let's read Isaiah 3. Pastor Baxter, get me Isaiah 3. We're going to read 1 through 9.
All right. Isaiah 3, 1 through 9. It says, "For behold, the Lord of hosts, does take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread and the whole stay of water, the mighty man and the man of war, the judge and the prophet and the prudent and the ancient, the captain of 50 and the honorable man, and the counselor and the cunning artificer and the eloquent orator. And I will give children to be their princesses, and babes shall rule over them. And the people shall be oppressed, everyone by another, everyone by his neighbor. The child shall behave himself proudly against the ancient, and the base against the honorable. When a man shall take hold of his brother of the house of his father, saying, Thou hast clothing, or be thou our ruler, and let this ruin be under thy hand. In that day shall he swear, saying, I will not be an healer, for in my house is neither bread nor clothing. Make me not a ruler of the people. For Jerusalem is ruined, and Judah is fallen, because their tongue and their doings are against the Lord, to provoke the eyes of his glory. The show of their countenance doeth witness against them, and they declare their sin as Sodom. They hide it not. Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves."
So wait a minute. So this talking about the Christian pastor. Pastor Back, is this talking about the Christian pastor?
No, sir.
This talking about the Gentiles?
No, sir. Talking about Judah.
Wait a minute, hold on. So you telling me that we think, and we've taken that text in chapter 4 and reading into that as a glorious thing. When all you have to do is read chapter 3.
That's it.
Israel is the main one. We always talking about hearing the conclusion of the matter. We always talk about precept upon precept. Obviously, we're not studying line upon line.
Yeah.
Because if you read the Bible in its context, and if you read the Bible in the setting in which is presented, you'll read chapter 3 before you read chapter 4. But since we want to take scripture and only want to subjugate it to different focuses and emphasis, that's not how we read and study the word. The word shouldn't be studied based off subject matter and based off interests or whatever our interests. So we're gonna focus on blackness. We're gonna focus on polygamy. We're gonna focus on this, that. We never focus on the totality of the gospel. We never focus on the totality of the scripture from old to new. That's something that we have to do as Israel. We can't be like our forefathers. We have an opportunity that many of them didn't get. Believing Mashiach, being filled with the Ruach. So the judgment, the war and judgment is against Israel. The Most High is going to take Israel, take Judah down. Of course, we already know southern and northern kingdom, both the Most High had issues with. So now we read in verse 25. Look what it says here, verse 25, 26. He says, your men shall fall by the sword. Now, Pastor Baxter just read 1 through 9. Your men shall fall by the sword, and your mighty men in battle. And her gates shall lament and mourn. Empty she shall sit on the ground. The prophecy is about Jerusalem being devastated by war. So what's the result? Many men die in battle, and women greatly outnumber men. Why? Because women didn't go to war like the U.S. military. And like some of the other Greek and Rome and Greek nations. No, men in our nation went to war. Many men died in battle, and women were greatly outnumbered to men. So when the men who didn't die came home, it was more women than men. And as a real woman with real feelings, who has a natural desire for a man, some men came back home to their wife. Other women, single men who came back. Some women wanted to have their name as a form of, what's the word they say women, what's the word? Women have to feel, come on,
security.
Security. Thank you. As a form of security. Isaiah 4:1 is describing the social imbalance caused by the judgment. Social imbalance caused by the judgment. Okay? So to take away our reproach, listen to what the women are saying here. Listen to what our foremothers is saying. Take away our reproach. In the ancient Near East, being unmarried or childless could bring social shame. Genesis chapter number 30 and 23 is an example. Rachel says, Yah removed her reproach. Why did Rachel say that? She didn't say the devil did it. You know, in this modern day, the demonology is just absurd. It's asinine how much demonology that we have. We should have more of a Christology and a theology of the Most High. We're talking more about the devil and the enemy than the whole Bible. In the Old Testament, they very rarely even had blamed the devil and demons and evil spirits for everything. Now we just, hey man, you turn the light on in your house at night, you come in at 1 o'clock and the light blow, you think there's a spirit in there. No, the light blowed. It's a light. It ain't the sun. It ain't made forever. This is the type of theology that we have. And don't let us be listening to spookism and all types of doggone teachers out here that's on some craziness. Oh man, we're paranoid on every level. Everybody out to get us. People at the job can't even be in the corner laughing about something last night because you think they laughing about you. You have to capture, obtain these ungodly thoughts. When you take on the mind of Christ, when you're transformed and have a renewed mind, you think differently. Because when you are more than a conqueror, and when you know through the power of the Ruach that demons tremble at the name of Mashiach, you already know that you ain't worried, you ain't paranoid or concerned. There's a resolve in being a born-again Israelite. There's a resolve there. Now, does wickedness exist? Yes. Does Hasatan exist? Yes. That's a reality. But my place of residence isn't focusing on Hasatan and the enemy and all this. No, I'm walking through these valleys. Yeah, death is on my right and on my left. Yes, weapons may form, beloved. So what? So what if a weapon form? Have you ever feared a formed weapon, or you feared the action? It is the act of the weapon that brings fear. It's not the form of it. And anyway, when you keep in Torah according to Deuteronomy 28, and when you living righteous and you accept Yeshua as your son, you don't have to worry. You don't worry about enemies and fighting them. Deuteronomy 28 tells us that the Most High fight for you. It's a part of the package. He's fighting seen and unseen things. And he's assured us that these fights are not our fights. They're his. He wants us to have the posture of our head up, shoulders back, standing firm in faith, getting in position, sitting at the table in the presence of your enemies, knowing that there's a rod and a staff that's going to comfort you. So if all these things are there in place, then what am I fearing? Why am I still trying to find comfort? If you're already in him, then you should be resolved. If you've awakened to who you are, then you should be resolved. You don't need 25 books to tell you that. You don't need to watch 30 videos to tell you that. That's a sign of unresolved. You don't need validation from nobody to tell you. That's a form of unresolved. Resolved is I'm resolved in being who I am. I'm not trying to prove to you that I'm bishop, apostle, doctor. I'm not trying to prove you that. I'm resolved in that. You're resolved in that over a process of time. But look what it says here. It says Luke 1 and 25, Elizabeth speaks about reproach being taken away. She didn't say the enemy, and she didn't say Esau, and she didn't say the government, and all this other stuff. She didn't say any of that. And neither should you. Neither should you. I'm speaking directly to your ruach, to your being. To know that weapons may form, but it won't prosper. So you walk in the authority of that you have. Because you have a king that's watching and protecting you. Each and every last one of us, he's protecting and watching. There's malachims everywhere. There's angels everywhere. Sometimes we have to heed warnings. Sometimes we don't even need the Most High moving his hand. Sometimes we just need him to give the warning and you shift. Because no matter what traps the enemy set it, according to Psalm 35 and 37, they'll fall in their own traps. All right. Oh, that's a double slide. All right. Isaiah 4 and 1 is actually about, what is Isaiah 41 actually about? The structure of the passage looks like this. Isaiah chapter 3, judgment on Jerusalem, men dying in war, society collapsing.
Wade in the water, we did wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God said he's gonna jump in the water. Wade in the water, we did wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God's gonna jump in the water. We are the sons and the daughters. We are the
make it loud. Just like I thought on the Pharaoh, let my people go, go. We are a new generation from the ones who have come before. He's calling us into freedom, let my people go, go. Wade in the water, we didn't
Everybody say, ah.